Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Miller. I'm the Marketing, Communications, and Special Events Coordinator at Parents as Teachers National Center. And I'm here today to make sure that you feel ready for the incredible week we have in store for you. And we are so close to kicking off the 2025 Parents as Teachers International Conference in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And to help you reach new heights, I'm here to review everything that you need to know before you go. So let's start by talking through some of the key elements. So first, starting off with Attendee Hub. Our Attendee Hub centralizes your experience of the conference from maps and agendas to important alerts and connecting with other conference attendees. You'll want to make sure that you've got access. So you can either access Attendee Hub through your computer or by downloading the conference mobile app. And for those of you attending in person, having the app downloaded on your phone will be crucial to managing your workshop schedule, looking at the floor plans, and receiving notifications and reminders about events going on around the conference center. So here's some instructions on how to download the app. Just search PatCon25 in your app store. Then once you download the app, you'll also search the event by typing in PatCon25 again. And you'll see a little download button to the right. And then you'll just log in using your details that you entered in during registration. And if you're on the computer, you will just navigate to our conference website at parentsasteachersconference.org. And you'll see a button on the homepage that says log into Attendee Hub. And same thing, you'll sign in using the credentials that you used at the time of registration. So once you're in the app, you can start planning your week and you can create your own personalized schedule, reach out to other conference attendees, and make sure you turn on your notifications to get those pre-event alerts. Here's an example of what the pages look like. This one on the left is my schedule, and as a reminder, adding a workshop to your schedule does not guarantee you a seat at the session. All of our workshop spaces are available on a first come, first served basis. And if you arrive at a workshop and the room's full, there's 11 other workshops that you can attend, and you'll have access to all of the virtual content up to 90 days after the event. So if you miss a workshop that you wanted to attend, don't worry, you can watch the recording on the Attendee Hub after the event once you get home. And here's another screenshot from the website. This is our shuttle information page. And speaking of transportation, let's talk a little bit about transportation during the event. So transportation, unfortunately, is not provided at the airport when you arrive, but we do encourage you to utilize rideshare apps such as Uber or Lyft to get to your hotel. However, during the conference, we are offering free shuttles between your hotel and the convention center throughout the day. So please visit that shuttles page that I had pulled up on the last slide on the conference website and the app for more information about the specific details of the schedules and the routes we're offering. And this year, we're also really excited to partner with Enterprise to offer a 10% discount on rental cars for any of you who prefer to have your own set of wheels or maybe planning to take a little personal vacation time before or after the event. So this discount code is valid between October 5th and until October 26th at the Enterprise, National, or Alamo locations in Puerto Rico. And to receive that discount, just enter the code ROAD, all capital letters ROAD, when you go to make your rental booking. So let's move on to registration. So registration is the first place that you'll go when you arrive at the convention center. And here's where you will check in and receive your badge. Now, your badge is going to be the key to all of the conference activities, all of the sessions, and everything we have going on at conference. So you'll want to make sure you have your badge. Registration this year is located on the second floor of the convention center at the very top of the escalators. It will be open Sunday from 5 to 7, Monday between 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., Tuesday and Wednesday from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., and then Thursday from 7:30 to 11 a.m. And this is also a place you can head if you have any important questions or if you need immediate assistance from staff. And we're going to have some people from our awesome team stationed there all week to help you point you in the right direction and make sure that any of the needs that you have are met. So now let's move on and do an overview of the schedule. So everything kicks off on Monday. We are starting with the pre-conference workshops bright and early. These workshops are 5 hours long and they must have been added on to your registration to be able to attend. Another exciting thing we are offering this year is a VIP meet and greet with our opening keynote speaker, Anthony Robles, where you will receive a signed copy of his book and get a photo opportunity and get a chance to chat with him. He's a really great guy. And I'm really excited about this event too, because all of the proceeds from the event will be donated to his foundation to help support high school athletes to continue their education. And then at 4 p.m. on Monday, we're going to open the conference with our opening general session where Anthony and his mother, Judy, will share their inspirational stories shown in the Amazon Prime film Unstoppable. And if you haven't seen that movie yet, I really recommend it. It's a really powerful story, and I'm really excited to hear from Anthony and Judy. And then we will end the day on Monday with the welcome milestone recognition and blue ribbon reception, where we're going to have some networking opportunities. We're going to meet our exhibitors. We'll have some drinks and bites while we're honoring the achievements of our affiliates in early childhood programs around the world. So moving on to Tuesday, you might choose to start your day with some wellness. So we're going to offer a mixed fit class, which is kind of a mix between dance and body weight workouts. It's super fun and our instructor is incredible. She's one of my coworkers. But if you're not an early bird, I get it. You can check out our wellness page within the app for some other ideas on how to practice wellness in your own time while you're in San Juan. And there's tons of opportunities in there. And then the rest of the day on Tuesday, we will have 4 workshop blocks. So you can choose which workshops you attend during each of those. And then between the workshop blocks, we're going to have an hour lunch break. And one change I'm really excited about this year that I want to point out here as well is we're offering 30-minute transition times between workshops. So you'll have a little bit more time to take a bio break between sessions and get to your next workshop. And then Tuesday night, we're also offering 2 options to experience Puerto Rico. Both of these can be added onto your registration. There's spots available still in both of those. The first option is a salsa dancing class at the convention center. And the second is a walking ghost tour around San Juan if you are somebody who loves spooky season. But if neither one of those options are speaking to you, there's really a lot to explore in San Juan and some really great dining options, many of which we have listed out for you in the app. So go check that out. Moving on to Wednesday, we're holding our morning plenary session that will bring professionals from around the globe to share their experiences and insights with our very first international panel. And then in the afternoon, we're going to have more workshop blocks, or you may have been one of the individuals lucky enough to get a limited spot in our very first Partner to Learn experience, where you'll be visiting a children's community center in the town of Louisa and doing some volunteer service. So thank you so much to those who have chosen to participate in that and help the Parents as Teachers Conference make a powerful impact in the community that has been just so welcoming to our group. And last but not least, on Wednesday night, one of the highlights every year of conference is our networking night out. And this year it's taking place at the Distrito T-Mobile, which is this huge event space right next to the convention center. It has a stage, shopping, bars, restaurants, and our theme this year is Rockin' Rainforest. So for those of you who have added the event onto your registration, be sure to pack your best rainforest themed looks and get ready to eat, dance, sing, play, and of course, network. And this year, our networking night out is going to be bigger than ever. Included in your ticket is an open bar until 9 p.m. at 6 locations around the venue, as well as a dine around from 5 different restaurants so you can experience all different types of cuisine. And while you're enjoying your food and drinks and spending time with the other conference attendees after a really busy week, we have some incredible surprise performances planned. And you can also go and play some arcade games and check out the karaoke at Arena Mandala. And then finally, to finish off this busy week, we have one final workshop block on Thursday, and then we'll close out the conference with our awards banquet luncheon, where we're going to be highlighting some of the outstanding work happening at Parents as Teachers programs around the world, and of course, reveal where PatCon is headed in 2026. And as I mentioned within the agenda, we have some really exciting offsite experiences this year to help you network with other early childhood professionals and immerse yourself more into the Puerto Rican culture. For those who have registered, please check within the Attendee Hub pages for more information about each of the events so you can know what to expect. We post bus times in there, we post locations in there, and some of you might even see a packing list in there. If you are registered to attend and plan to bring guests, any guest tickets we have will be sold at the registration desk, but this is as supplies last. So make sure you ask right when you get there because spots are limited. And for any of you who may not be registered for an offsite experience and you want to add it onto your registration after hearing more about it, just locate your registration confirmation email and there'll be a button in there that says manage registration. And then you'll just log in using your confirmation number and your email address, and then add the session on and you can submit payment at the very end. And as of right now, we still have tickets available for the meet and greet, the salsa class, the ghost tour, and the networking night out. So I have some floor plans here to highlight some key areas within the convention center. So starting on the first floor, I want to point out these two entrances located on either side of the building. Currently, the main entrance is unfortunately closed for construction. So just look at these yellow dots right here on the left and right. When you walk straight up to the convention center, there'll be signs. On the first floor, we also have the Commons, which is where our exhibitors will be this year. And we have worked to make it a major destination throughout the week. So you definitely want to check it out. We're going to have several lounge areas where you can meet with other attendees and National Center staff. And this is also where you'll find your Parents as Teachers apparel within the Patique. And then we will have snacks and refreshments in there throughout the week, and our guest book, our charging stations, and a lot more fun surprises. So you definitely want to check it out. On the second floor, we have the rest of our workshop rooms, and right in the center at the top of the escalator will be our registration, as I mentioned before. And then on the third floor is our beautiful ballroom where the general sessions and the morning plenary will be held. So we often get questions about what food and beverage is provided, so I want to take a moment to walk through the meal times with you. On Monday, if you registered for a pre-conference session, a box lunch will be included along with a refreshment break in the morning and the afternoon. In the welcome reception, we'll have light hors d'oeuvres for all attendees to kind of hold you over before dinner time. And then hopefully you can go experience some of that incredible Puerto Rican cuisine. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we provide a grab and go breakfast for all attendees, and that will take place in the Commons before the general sessions. This will be assorted pastries, fruit, coffee, tea. So if you're somebody who thinks you'll need a little bit more to get through the day, you might want to take some time to grab a bite in the morning before you head over, or keep a granola bar in the bag for later. Just a quick reminder about some items that are prohibited. So the security at the convention center is only going to allow for small individual snacks and water bottles to be brought in, but any other outside food and drink are prohibited. Within the convention center, there's going to be 3 locations available for food and drink purchase throughout the week at various hours. So be sure to check those hours out within our mobile app under the food and beverage section. Moving on, lunch on Tuesday and Wednesday is on your own. And like I said, you can check the app to see our concession options. And we also have listed in there some nearby locations that you can go grab quick and affordable food options. The only exception is on Wednesday. For those of you volunteering for the Partner to Learn experience, we will be providing you with lunch at the community center. And then we're also going to offer afternoon snack breaks for all attendees on both Tuesday and Wednesday, starting at 2:30 in the Commons. It'll be just bites, coffee, iced tea to kind of get you refreshed for the afternoon of learning. And then all of these days, dinner is on your own as well, unless you have registered for the networking night out, where you can actually preview our menu for the dine around on the conference website and app as well. I know I'm talking a lot about the app, so you definitely want to download it and check it out. And then we've saved the best for last. So Thursday's lunch is provided for all attendees who can join us as part of our closing session. And it's a delicious plated 4-course lunch. And it might give you a little secret hint about where we're going to be headed in 2026. And if you're somebody who notified us during registration of any dietary restrictions, we've ensured there are options available to accommodate you throughout the week. There should always be menu cards with the ingredients listed if you aren't sure. But we always encourage you to notify the service staff of your dietary restrictions at all meal times so we can ensure you're accommodated. We really don't want anyone getting sick. So now let's talk packing. So Puerto Rican is an island after all, so you should kind of anticipate the mid 80s throughout the week, high humidity, high UV index. I recommend kind of light, airy clothing, and of course, a sweater or a jacket to bring with you for those workshop rooms that have the AC on blast. I always find myself cold in convention centers. And our dress code is kind of business casual, which is kind of just a guideline, but we always love to see that parents as teachers merch. For sessions, we also recommend you bring along a notebook and a pencil for taking notes, and then your smart device, such as a smartphone, tablet, or computer, to make sure you can access the attendee hub. I also recommend you bring along some sunscreen, a swimsuit, some sunglasses, maybe a hat in case you have time to make it to the beach. A lot of the hotels have pools, so you might need a little swimming time. And for those of you who plan to participate in the Partner to Learn, the Mixed Fit, the El Yunque Tour, or any other outdoor movement activities, I also recommend you have a pair of comfortable sneakers and some workout clothes with you as well. And I know this is a lot of information, but we are in the home stretch, I promise. So this year, we really wanted to up our accessibility offerings. And thanks to the Enterprise Road Forward initiative, we are able to offer translation services in every workshop and general session. If you prefer to speak Spanish or English, we have Spanish workshops that you can get translated into English and vice versa. So you'll definitely want to check out the Wordly translation services. During the general sessions, we are also offering ASL interpreters and assisted hearing devices. The assisted hearing devices will be located at the registration desk, and they'll also have more information for you about checking those out. You guessed it, within the app. And for any of those with mobility accommodations, we have designated the locations of the elevators within the floor plan of the app, as well as any of you nursing mothers. We have a locked room designated for you, and you can request access for that at registration. And another thing that the convention center has that is really, really cool is a sensory room on the second floor if you need some quiet time, because, sometimes conferences can be a lot of people, a lot of busyness, and you might just need some alone time. So definitely check that out. And if you ever have any accessibility needs or requests, please locate any of the National Center staff. We'll all be wearing orange lanyards throughout the week, and we'll do everything we can to accommodate you. So a few final important details. Our accounting team wants to note that you will only be able to receive your badge that gets you into all the conference activities that I mentioned before if full payment for your registration is completed. If you have not completed payment or are not sure of your payment status, you can visit the Parents as Teachers e-business portal, log in, and then find your profile in the top right corner and click View/Pay Orders. We are able to take credit card payments at the registration desk, but just to ensure you have a smoother check-in process, we do encourage you to make sure that your payment is completed prior to your arrival in San Juan. And I've put the accounting team's email address here as well. If you have any questions or need further assistance regarding payment, please email accountsreceivable@parentsAsTeachers.org. At any point, if you find yourself facing login issues or technical difficulties, or you need assistance regarding your registration, this can be before, during, or after the event, please contact myself or the conference planning team at patconference@parentsAsTeachers.org. We do have an FAQ page on our website as well, parentsasteachersconference.org. So I definitely encourage you to check there first to see if your question has already been answered. And then last but not least, our marketing team has developed this social media toolkit to help you share on social media that you're attending the event. In the Know Before You Go email that you should have received, or on the conference website homepage, you can find this PDF that contains captions, downloadable graphics, and even graphics that you can put your headshot in and your name to customize to help you share how excited you are with your network. And we also have some hashtags in there that you can share your conference photos too, so that we see them. And remember to always tag the National Center in your posts. Just a final thanks to our sponsors, and thank you so much for helping to make this event possible. If you made it to the end of this video, I hope you feel prepared. But like I said, feel free to email us with any remaining questions that you might have. And I'm so excited for this year. Myself and my team have dreamed of being in San Juan for years now, and we have put everything we have into making this the best Parents as Teachers conference yet, and we're so excited for you to experience it. Safe travels as you head to the island. Esperamos verte ahí. We will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.